Good evening, viewers. Today is a very special day for Bengal. We've got a new CM, a BJP CM for the first time in 75 years, and that's none other than Shuvendu Adhikari, ex TMC, ex Mamata aide, and now her nemesis turned the Chief Minister of West Bengal. So many experts I was speaking to were talking to me about how Shubhendu Adhikari will not actually be the Chief Minister, taking a page from the rule book of Delhi, where Parvesh Verma defeated Arvind Kejriwal in New Delhi. But the CM was Rekha Gupta. We were anticipating either loyalist Rupa Ganguly or Ratna Devnath to actually take oath as CM, or Shamik Bhattacharya, who is the chief of BJP West Bengal, the president, the state president of the state. But Shuvendu Adhikari arises as the CM face, somebody unexpected, and yet somebody we are looking at. I am being joined by Mr. Rudra. Rudra, can you hear me? Rudra, are you able to hear me? Am I audible to you? Because we cannot hear you. I think there's some problem with the network. Let us have him once things are figured out. Yes. So, talking about Tamil Nadu, TVK, Vijay Thalapathy, debutant election, and he gets how many seats? 108 out of 118. And still, the governor of Tamil Nadu has doubts on the eligibility of him forming government. Now, this is strange because Congress party has broken years long of a union with DMK to support TVK. First movers advantage, something that is unprecedented for Congress itself, where they have actually taken, a sharper route. They've spoken to Vijay's father. They've tried to stake a claim along with other state parties. But we've got to understand that the governor is from BJP. So we do know that the party in the center does determine who is going to make the government. So they delayed it to a level where DMK and AIDMK are now in conversations. But here's the twist. Acharya Anushri told me that it would be better for Vijay to actually go with somebody who is from the west of India, who has more experience than him, but still. I have got Ridan. Ridan is not there. That's fine. So you have to understand that BJP has been kept aside from DMK and AIDMK's alliance. Now, that is also something that is going to make history if that happens, because DMK and AIDMK are the Congress and BJP of Tamil Nadu. So, if they come together to keep Vijay out of power, that actually speaks about how much influence Vijay will be having in the politics of Tamil Nadu. And we've also got to understand that the BJP can delay Vijay is swearing in, but once he has the numbers, he will be called again and again. But he will still be eligible to form the government once he has the numbers. So, very interesting times. No such complications coming in from Assam, Kerala, or Puducherry. The only two major states were West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. A lot of tumultuous, high voltage action going on there. Now, let me come to a very, very important aspect of things. So, West Bengal is something that I, as a journalist, am condemning. I condemn the fact that Vijay is not being given a fair chance. I condemn the fact that in West Bengal there is post-poll violence, where Shuvendu Adhikari's personal assistant has been killed. His eyes were shot at. This is something that the TMC has done even when they won, and even if they've lost, they're doing the same thing. They really need to do some soul searching. But I'm not only going to blame the TMC here. Somebody I know from the TMC, Nilanjan uh, Roy, he speaks to us on this channel. He's debated with me on India News and NewsX. We've got our sharp shares of rebuttals, but I will stand with my brother today. I will stand with Dada because his mother has been threatened for rape. His phone has a blocker, has a bumper, because of which he's not able to receive calls, or there are like multiple calls, spam calls happening on his number just for doing the politics of his liking. The Constitution of India, please read it, guys. Don't let a Kunal Kamra or Rahul Gandhi roam with that red copy. Read the Constitution, get ChatGPT to summarize it for you. There is freedom of speech and expression. There is freedom to practice whatever belief you have, be it religion, be it association, be it groups, be it political parties. If BJP has the substance, let people come to it. Don't force your way into it. Don't coerce people into the washing machine, as they call it, through ED, through CBI, through other threats, through restricting opportunities for other parties. So, very interesting aspect that Nilanjan Roy talks to me about was about how the BJP was talking about a porous border with Bangladesh being now sealed, something very similar to what Trump has proposed in Mexico and Canada, restricting the borders, having ICE agents. So, of course, in India and Bangladesh, if we've got such a thing, then it is good for the Bengalis. It is good against infiltration. But how will the politics of killing one another work? That is one question, viewers, that we will be pondering about. This is the evening bulletin with Niyap, and we will soon be joined by a panel. Stay tuned. Viewers, I believe it's a Friday night and our panelists are busy, but I've got a very interesting comment from Abhinav Arun on LinkedIn where he asks if, Mamata Banerjee could have set a better example. We've got Ridan on the stage. Hi, Ridan. Can you please introduce yourself? Ridan, can you hear me? I think we're not able to connect with Ridan. Okay, Nilanjan sir is here. Namaskar, Dada.
Namaskar.
कैसे हैं? How are things? How are you holding up?
Well, I have put my phone on DND mode. I'm not receiving any unknown calls, and
Hmm.
I'm getting some SMSs, some
Hmm.
WhatsApp messages, but I'm trying to
Hmm.
ignore them because all these are, cyber bullies. They don't have the
Hmm.
guts to face me or
Of course.
face anybody. I would say they are not from Bengal. They are not from
Hmm.
Bengal. The
Hmm.
BJP work from Bengal, the local BJP spokespersons. I have cordial relations with them because I've shared so many shows with them on Bengali news channels. So I know that they have been instructed. The BJP party has been instructed that they cannot be marring their image, the image
Hmm.
of the new government by having this series of post poll violence and this
Hmm.
cyber violence that they are doing, especially against me and a few others. Me because I had some kind of national exposure. So they
Hmm.
are doing it. I hope it will stop. And I would really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing it to the notice of many people. And people have reached out to me and expressed their solidarity.
Dada, see, I am a human and we had a very brutal spat on the first day we debated, but that doesn't reduce the kind of humanity that we shared. I was searching about you when I studied how Rupa Ganguly also got into, like the actress Anupama, she got into a spat with you, which is completely fine. I mean, you and I can have different views, and she and you can have different views, but the bond of humanity should not be transgressed, by these cheap tactics which actually take away the essence. Now people were saying that you are raising TMC's question, you are a TMC agent. I mean, it's so funny. You call me a BJP agent, they call me a TMC agent. Am I a Dhurandhar of sorts? Am I a double agent? I don't know. But the point here being that politics has to remain below humanity. Number one, Shuvendu Adhikari's ex-aide, like former aide now because he's no more. I mean, he served till his last breath and he was shot in the eyes. I am sure that you will also condemn that kind of violence by the TMC.
Definitely. I don't know if it has been committed by the TMC or not. I would want to make a statement on that. But whoever has done it must be facing the harshest of punishment, no matter what, whoever it is, and even in other cases also. And let me tell you, Shubhendu Adhikari's uh, I don't know. His previous PAs have also been murdered. I don't
Yes,
know what
I
has
was I was
happened.
going to talk about
Yes.
that. Yes, I have read
So
that as well.
two of his prior PAs, one of his PSO has also been murdered. They have also been killed. So I don't
Hmm.
know. I think I would request, now that he is our honorable chief minister designate, I would request Shubhendu Da to hype up his security and the security of his aides. That is important because now he will be leading our state. So it is important that the people around him, people close to him, his kitchen cabinet, they are also protected.
Niranjan, I want to understand what do you feel about Shuvendu Adhikari, ex Mamata aide, ex CM Mamata aide, Didi, and ex basically TMC, now becoming the BJP, star face. And we in the political circles were expecting like what happened in the Delhi elections that Parvesh Sharma bet Arvind Kejriwal, but Rekha Gupta was made as the helicopter CM. So we were expecting a helicopter CM in Bengal also. So could you just kind of dissect it for the viewers why Shubhendu Adhikari was a clear cut choice of the BJP?
You see, it was kind of expected because he was given two seats. He was meant to
Hmm.
contest from his home seat of Nondigram and also from the home seat of the former Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he defeated the sitting Chief
Hmm.
Minister.
Hmm.
Also because in Bengal BJP there has been no other flamboyant character like Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari. It's true that
Hmm.
Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari has been taken from the TMC. He was a
Yeah.
TMC leader. He was a TMC MP. He was our minister. He was the Environment and Transport Minister of West Bengal.
Hmm.
He was the youth president of Trinamool Congress.
Hmm.
And today, basically, actually, I'm a bit happy that a protege of Mamata Banerjee is actually succeeding her, and I would expect that if Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari remained in TMC, so after Mamata Banerjee, he had a very good chance. And everyone in TMC used to say that Didi Pore Shubhendu Da. So everyone said that. So today he has been elected from another party. Um,
Hmm.
During the last 5 years, he had said all kind of vitriolic things about Mamata Banerjee, about the Muslims in the state, about the minorities. I do hope that now that he holds a constitutional post, he will refrain from all of those narratives and work for all of Bengal because we in TMC know that he actually loves Bengal. We know that. We have seen him. We have worked under his leadership. So we know that Shubhendu Da actually loves Bengal and he can represent all of Bengal because he doesn't belong to Kolkata. He comes from a suburbs. So I would expect him to work for every section of the society. I think he had to he had to make such an image as a hardliner Hindutva leader. He had to do that to for today's date, just to become the leader of the state. So now that he has achieved that, I would expect that he would work for all the 10 crore people of Bengal. And best wishes to him.
That's very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming that you welcome his leadership, and you say that he loves Bengal, because you could have been bitter about Dada, about Shubhendu Da. But I want to understand from you now that Didi is not going to be in Vidhan Sabha. Who is going to take charge of the TMC as leader of opposition?
We don't know. We don't know. There are a few, senior leaders like Mr. Shobhandev Chattopadhyay. There is Mr. Firad Hakim. There is Mr. Kunal Ghosh, Mr. Madan Mitro. I think there is very, very senior leaders are there. So they can be made leader of the. I think Mr. Shobhandev Chattopadhyay is the senior most leader in the assembly, and he's going to be made the pro tem speaker. I would expect Mr. Kunal Ghosh or Mr. Madan Mitro. One is a former MP, another is a former cabinet minister. They can be made the leader of the opposition. But be that as it may, Mamata Banerjee is going to be de facto leader of the opposition, and she will be on the streets. Mamata Banerjee is a fighter, Gauri, and I think she will continue to fight. She will continue to fight for the soul of India, for the soul of Bengal,
We
and
give her more power, Dada. See, we wish her good health. We wish for her to, not take this to heart, because electoral politics is about the ups and downs. I mean, today you're facing this trolling, tomorrow you'll be laughing about it with a whiskey in your hand if you were a no, if you're not a teetotaler. And I want to understand from you now. There was this video clip that I shared, which I found in one of our groups, that Mahua Moitra might be joining the BJP. Do you think there is some meat to the story? Because she has
I
been
don't.
the highest proponent of Ardeep Singh Puri getting resigning from the government. He should be sacked and all of that because of the Epstein files. She's been so brutal against Modi, and we don't see her deleting those tweets like Raghav Chadha did. So, is Mahua Moitra looking at the BJP, looking at embracing the Lotus?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I have worked very closely with Mohuadi especially during the last Lok Sabha elections. She genuinely hates BJP. Let me tell you, she genuinely hates a few of the people in BJP. So I don't see Mohuadi ever becoming a BJP member. It's not possible. I think she would rather be more comfortable in the Congress because she was in the
But do
Congress.
you
She
think
had
that
very
she will? Do you think that she will? jump ship at this moment when Mamata Di, I think, needs her the most?
No, I don't think so. Because, but at the same time, Gauri, let me be a bit self-critical about this party, about All India Trinamool Congress. Mamta Banerjee should stop relying on just a few people, and should start seeing things through her eyes and not through her ears. So this is something that I must say. For the last 15 or so years, I would say more than that, for the last 17 years, ever since she became the railways minister at the center in the UPA 2 government, she has not been looking after the party. The other leadership, the other senior leadership used to be looking after the party. The national general secretaries would look after the party, the de facto leaders of the party. Think that now that she is free, now that she doesn't hold a public office per se, so I think she should devote all her time in rebuilding her party, and she should take all these senior MPs, they're very strong personalities. Mohua Moitro, Kullan Banerjee, Firad Hakim, all these are tallest leaders in the state. She should take their advice. She should take their advice. She should give them the necessary duties, responsibilities to,
No, Dada, I've seen
rebuild.
you also. See, you used to hold office of, the IT in charge, and now you're just a supporter. So, there is a story to you as well.
No,
But
no,
I want to
I
understand the bigger picture. Yeah, yeah. Please tell me.
No, no. Yeah, I was just saying that I have taken responsibility because I think currently everyone in TMC after the defeat, after getting 80 seats, only 80 seats, maybe if the election was fair, maybe we could have got 120. But it's a fact that we have lost the election. We have lost the mandate of the people. So I think it is a responsibility for everyone who held an office in this party to resign. Everyone should be
Yeah.
resigning, and the party should be rebuilt. But by resigning, you don't. It doesn't mean that I'm quitting the party. If such a situation arises, that's a different story. We can talk about it later. But currently, I remain a loyal soldier of the Trinamool Congress, and I would expect the party to give me more responsibility. I really expect that. I have served in one a certain wing. I would expect the party to give me even more responsibility so that I can go throughout the state and perhaps do my bit for the rebuilding of the party.
See, Dada, as much as I've known you, even from far, I can say that you have a lot of vigor, you have a lot of grit, and you have a lot of passion. Passion in politics lacks sometimes. Like, you are as passionate as I used to be when I was studying, and, seeing that kind of passion just kind of makes me hope more for electoral politics in India. But I was coming to the question of, Kalyan and Mahua fighting, so brutally, and the unity in Trinamool Congress actually is fluctuating time and again. So what do you have to say about that?
I have to say the same thing that Mamta Banerjee, she should be leading the party from the front. For the last 15
Hmm.
years, she has been leading the only the cabinet and the government, and she was so busy in the government works. So
Hmm.
I don't think she had time to look after her parliamentary party. So now that she is kind of free, she should be settling all this. But by the way, the thing between Kolanda and Mohadi has been sorted very amicably. They exchanged very good smiles. I think in the a private function of I think Shagorika goes.
No,
So
I do
I think
understand
that
दादा, but ये बात घर के बाहर आनी नहीं चाहिए थी. मुझे ऐसा
exactly
लगता है कि ये
exactly.
बात. हाँ जी.
I was extremely disturbed by whatever happened at
Yeah.
that point of time because I'm a constituent of Mr. Kollan Banerjee. At the same time, I have worked very closely with Mohua. So at that time, I was in a what we in Bangla call Ubhay Shankot, means you have problem in both ways. But I'm very glad that it has been sorted by them, and I would
No,
expect that
absolutely,
such
absolutely, दादा.
facts don't get repeated in future.
Hmm. So, Dada, what is the strategy which you would propose to the TMC, for the next, I mean, the Vidhan Sabha that sits, and, whatever
Lok
the
Sabha.
strategy, basically Vidhan Sabha, na, आपका this state
No, no.
legislative.
You have the Lok Sabha elections in 2029.
Yes, yes, वो तो अलग है. मैं elections पे आई नहीं रही. अभी I'm just talking about the next 100 days for the new Shubhendu Da government. So how would you make sure, if you had to be the advisor to Mamata Didi today, what would you tell her? What were the 5 things that you would be focusing on? Like, I think I asked you this question about the manifesto, but seeing the violence, seeing the kind of gundagardi that BJP is resorting to, seeing that TMC can also become very anarchist at times, without motivation or without clear guidance. If you had to, probably bring it down into a memo, what would that memo look like?
Well, first of all, it should be two. There should be two strategies. One is keeping the cadre together and reining them in, as you were saying, that they should not be resorting to violence or any other kind of things. So that should stop. That is on one side. Another is the legislative affairs. I think in the first 100 days, TMC should not be opposing anything that the BJP government does. I think this should be a norm in parliamentary politics that the first 100 days should be considered as honeymoon period during which the government should be allowed to frame its own policies so that they can realize whatever they have said in their manifesto. So that leeway should be given to the new government, and after that, after 100 days, I think the real constructive opposition should be done. That should include accountability, like fixing accountability as how much are you delivering, how many of the earlier schemes, because Mamta Banerjee had 100 schemes in the state, 100 welfare schemes. So it should be a challenge for the BJP to keep running all the 100 schemes and then increase the rashi of all this, like Lakshmi Bhandar will be made 3,000, Yuva will be made 3,000. It's going to be a challenge because still now the state is starving of funds. It's a welcome. It's I welcome the fact that the BJP has started releasing funds. They have. I think they have already released some funds for the metro. They have today released some funds for the that Har Ghar Jal, whatever that Jal Shakti ka something they have released. So I really welcome that. Okay, so for now that it's a double engine government, it should be easier for
Hmm.
Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari to realize whatever schemes they have at the central level, to run whatever the Mamta Banerjee government had initiated, and to implement their new policy. So that should be the core vision of the new government. As also they have promised a few things like setting up commissions for all those rape cases. That should be priority, because the mother of the rape victim in Archikor, she is now an honorable MLA in the state.
Yes,
So
yes,
yeah, the Shandesh Khali victim, Madam Rekha
yes.
Patro, she is also an MLA now. So all these
Hmm.
cases must reach their logical conclusion. A. Number two is security. They have
Hmm.
been talking ad nauseum about Bangladeshi infiltrators and Rohingyas. So there is something that they should do. The fencing should be complete. The Indo-Bangla fencing should be complete within the first 1 or 2 years. It should be a sealed border. So I would expect the government to pursue on whatever they have said.
No, absolutely, Dada. And before I let you go, I want to understand that 108 seats for Vijay. And still, he is not able to stake claim despite having Congress and the others support him. And then there is a back channel talk between DMK and AIDMK with a twist that DMK wants to keep BJP out. So, any observations on what is happening in Tamil Nadu?
Yes,
Because बाकी states,
it is
Kerala,
absolutely.
Puducherry, Assam सब शांति से हो रहा है. But two states, Bengal and Tamil Nadu, lot of chaos. How do we treat that?
No, there's no chaos in Bengal. It has been sorted. Absolutely, it has been sorted in Bengal. But in Tamil Nadu, what has been done, the governor is creating this controversy. The governor has no business of, saying that, okay, I need 118 MLAs. Bring 118 MLAs to the Raj Bhavan. Raj Bhavan is not the place where the testing of the numbers is done. It is done on the floor of the house. So how is the governor so sure that during a confidence motion the DMK and the AIDMK will not be abstaining? They may as well abstain, and Mr. Vijay can run jolly well a minority government. Mr. Karunanidhi once ran a minority government with just 96 seats. So Vijay has got, I think, 108. So why is he so much, invested in getting 10 MLAs? And I think now Vijay has got 10 MLAs. The VCK, the CPI, CPM, Congress. I
Congress
think this
had a
guy.
very fast move because I was talking to so many people who were like, "Ki Rahul Gandhi was gymming when Chandrababu Naidu, sorry, Jagan Mohan Reddy wanted to come back and everything." So they've taken a very agile move by talking to
Yes,
Vijay's father.
yes,
But at the same time, the BJP trying to make a back channel government in Tamil Nadu felt
yes.
like arm twisting, but that's a discussion for another
Exactly.
day. Thank you so much, Dada, for
Thank
sparing time for us because see, my husband and I, we are not voters of Bengal, we're voters of Delhi, but this state is ours. I mean, I am famously Bengal ki bahu, and he
you.
is a staunch. He's right now in Kolkata as we speak. So I had to travel,
He's
but
a
I had
BJP.
my
He's a
own
BJP supporter.
restrictions.
Is he a BJP supporter?
See, I'll be honest to you. My mother-in-law and he himself were a little, overjoyed with the BJP's victory, just for the factor of change. वो 2014 में जो अच्छे दिन वाला promise था, something like that. Like now, novelty is always appreciated. I mean, if I become a mother today, I would love my child, and then there's another child. So pehla wala will be, not as loved as the second one. That is human nature. So let us see,
Yes.
how Shubhendu Da. See, I can see that Shubhendu Da is somebody who's come up from the TMC. So he's got to bring in the good aspects of the center and the state to, run a government which is in unity and become the best CM. Like, I think both of us should wish him that because
Yes.
we don't have anything against him. But
Yes.
if violence is the key to victory, then ऐसे रावण वाली victory नहीं चाहिए.
Ekdam. Ekdam. I would end by saying that if Shubhendu succeeds, it's going to be the success for Bengal. So I wish him all the best. Thank you so much.
That is such a
Jai Hind.
beautiful
Jai Bangla.
message, Dada. That is such a
Jai
beautiful
Bangla.
message. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Thank you.